Hello everyone, this is Akash here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how do you use environments and credentials in Jenkins pipeline. Okay, so let's go with the agenda. So first we will be discussing about what is environment directive in Jenkins pipeline. Okay, and then we'll be talking about how do you use credentials helper method, what is credentials helper method in Jenkins pipeline. Okay, and then we'll be having a use case of environment directive and credentials method with a demo. Okay, so quite simple. So first thing is, what is environment directive? So the environment directive is nothing but it is a sequence of key value pair which is defined as the environment variable in all the steps of your pipeline and also the stage specific steps. Okay, and it can also be defined in a global inside the pipeline globally, so that you don't have to individually define that particular environment in the steps as well as the stages. Okay, so that's pretty much all about environment directive. We will be understanding more about this during the demo. Okay, and then we have credentials method. So what is credentials method? Okay, so the environment directive actually supports a very special helper method called credentials, and using this you can access all your predefined credentials which has been stored in the Jenkins environment. Okay, so there are few supported credentials type which you can use using this credentials method. You have your secret text which can be used, you have your secret files, your username and password, and also your username with the private key. Okay, so these are the credentials type which are widely being used. So all these are supported with the credentials method. So let's go with the demo now. So this is my Jenkins. So I have logged into my Jenkins. Just go to new item, test environment. Just click on pipeline and say okay. Now go down. We will be using the sample hello world pipeline over here, and inside the agent, we are just going to define the environment. Okay, so this is going to be my environment parameter. Okay, or let's not define it here, let's define it inside your stage. Okay, so inside the stage, so let's change this one and make the name as my environment pipeline. Okay, just any stage, you can just give any name over here, and inside the stage I'm going to name it as environment. This is a directive. Okay, so just give like this, and inside the environment just create any environment. For example, var1 equal to test underscore password. Okay, anything, it can be anything, it can be a username or password or any value which you want to store as an environment. Okay, and inside the echo and inside the step, if you want to call that particular environment, just do it as this is my first environment. This can be anything, and then just do a dollar of var1. Okay, so just save this one and run this. Okay, I forget to add the shell here, so you have to run it inside some shells since it's going to be a Linux machine. Now run this. Okay, so you can see over here that it printed my environment. That's how you call it. Your environment is now printed here. Let's go back to the job and I'll show you that how you can define it globally. So instead of defining like this, I can directly define it inside the pipeline. Okay, so over here it is now globally defined. So if you just run this now, the result is going to be the same. Okay, so the test environment. Okay, now, so that's how actually you can use your environment. Now if you want to basically use the credentials, so let's go and see that first of all, how do you manage credentials in Jenkins? Go to Jenkins, and inside that we have credentials section, and that we have global, where all of my credentials are here. Okay, So I'll probably create a credential now. Add credential, and first of all I'm going to create a secret text. Okay, so secret text is a very important credentials type. Okay, so using this you can basically, for example, if you want to manage your GitHub tokens, okay, so GitHub has, every user has their own token, and if you want to manage it here as part of your Jenkins credentials, you can use it via secret text. Okay, so let's give my secret. First of all, it is not going to be visible for you. Okay, I'll just give it as Akash_get token. So this is my ID which is going to be used. Okay, and description is my GitHub token. So let's save this one and configure this job again, and we are going to call this particular credentials using the credentials method. So how are we gonna do that? So let's create an environment here inside the stage. Akash_token equal to, and here is the method which just paste your credential. Okay, and inside the step, if you want to call this one my GitHub token is $of Akash token. Quite simple, right? And you have to call it inside the shell. Just save this one, click on build now again, and you can see here that it actually printed my token in a hidden form. Okay, it did not printed that particular secret. That is what I want, right? I don't want my passwords or secrets to be exposed as part of the logs, because for example, this is my GitHub token, and if my GitHub tokens will be exposed across all the logs, then my privacy is gone, right? My GitHub token, my GitHub can be exposed, my GitHub can be used across multiple people, and they can actually do any kind of misconfiguration, or they can take some data also, right? So that's the main purpose of using credentials method. Now if you go back, we can have multiple type of credentials type over here. Let's create a username and password. So this is one of the most important one. I'll just show you that how do you use the username with password. So let's create a username Akash, password is password, and ID is going to be Jenkins username. Okay, this is my Jenkins slave user details. Okay, just give anything over here. Just copy this ID and say save. Go back to your job, and this time we will just use this particular ID here. Now you have to understand that just by giving ID, how it is going to print my username and password. I don't have any ID for my username and password, right? While creating, if you go back again, you cannot use this password or username. If you try using this one, let's try this. My GitHub token is, because you have only one variable. Okay, let's change it to Akash username. Okay, how are you going to give it? Okay, so just save this one, and if you try to build it, so you can see over here that there are some supporting pattern match. Okay, so my username is Akash_username, and for this variable which I just gave here, that is over here, I gave this particular variable to fetch my credential information. You have to use this pattern _USR_password to fetch the username and password. So now it is simple. Just go there and echo PSW. Okay, so you always have to remember this one, that your variable, the pattern is going to be your variable name underscore USR underscore PSW for the username and password. Okay, just save this one and click on build now, and you can see here that yes, sorry, it did not printed. Let's go to the job again. Okay, so I forget to add the $sign here. Just save now and click on build again, and you can see here that my username is hidden, my password is hidden, and that's how I can call my username and password to fetch. For example, if I have to call some website, if I am doing a testing activity, or if I have to log into some system during my test case while my test case is getting executed. So on that particular moment I can hide my password details, username and password during the execution. Okay, so in many companies people doesn't follow the standard of using credentials method, so always use this because this is very important. So yeah, so that's how you can use your username and password. Go back, I'm going to show you two more things in the credentials. Go to system credentials again. We have two more type, which is two more credentials type which are supported using the pipeline. You have the secret file. Okay, so secret file is nothing but, let's go to my Windows. Here I have created a secret file here. Okay, and I have just written over here that this is a secret file and the data should not be revealed in the Jenkins log or any output file. Okay, so just use this particular secret file. And give an ID as Akash secret file. Okay, set save. Okay, it is already exist. Okay, I have created already. Okay, so it is going to be the same. Just copy this one and go to your job, configure the job again, and just paste the ID here, and that's all. I mean, you can just call it as, because this is again, I mean, your secret file is also a key value pair, so you just need one variable. Just save. It works similar to secret text, but in secret text you can only provide a text. In secret file you can actually hide any file, the data of any file. Okay, so just go here and you can see here that it is not going to display your file. Okay, so there's the one last secret is going to be SSH username with private key. And for the private key, I will basically create one. Okay, just do SSH keygen. Okay, just go to .ssh and copy my private key. Okay, just say okay. And once you created your global credentials, that is Akash_SSH, you can use the same, your ID as Akash_SSH, your username and password, username and SSH key similar to how you use the username and password _USR_password PSW. Okay, so these are all the types of credentials which are currently supported in Jenkins pipeline. Okay, using the credentials method. And so that's all for this video. This is going to be a very small video where I've just explained about how do you use environments and how do you manage the credentials. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching the video. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.